What if I told you that a patient could look relatively stable one moment and collapse within minutes, simply due to fluid or blood loss? That's hypovolemic shock. And for nurses and medical students, understanding how to manage it through a structured nursing care plan, or NCP, can literally save lives. The first step in the NCP is thorough assessment. Subjective data such as dizziness, weakness, nausea, fainting, palpitations, or extreme thirst are the patient's clues that perfusion is compromised. Objective data include pale, cold, and clammy skin, weak or thready pulses, restlessness, confusion, and decreased urine output. Vital signs like hypotension, tachycardia, low SPO, increased respiratory rate, and mild fever give a real-time picture of the severity of the shock and guide immediate nursing actions. The core of the NCP is the nursing diagnosis, which for hypovolemic shock is decreased cardiac output related to fluid volume loss, evidenced by hypotension, tachycardia, and low urine output. Establishing this diagnosis allows nurses to focus interventions on restoring circulating volume, improving tissue perfusion, and preventing organ dysfunction. Short-term goals include stabilizing systolic blood pressure above 100 mmHg, maintaining urine output at 30 milliliters per hour or higher, and normalizing heart rate and respiratory rate within hours. Long-term goals aim for sustained tissue perfusion, stable hemodynamics, and preventing recurrence of hypovolemia or complications such as acute kidney injury, lactic acidosis, or multi-organ failure. Nursing interventions are the most critical part of the care plan. Close monitoring of vital signs is essential, with measurements every 15 to 30 minutes during the acute phase. Maintaining for access and administering prescribed isotonic crystalloids or blood products without delay is life-saving. Assessing urine output hourly provides insight into renal perfusion, and monitoring the level of consciousness helps detect cerebral hypoxia early. Oxygen therapy may be needed to support tissue oxygenation. Emotional support and patient education are equally important, including teaching the patient and family about recognizing early warning signs and reporting symptoms immediately. A helpful mnemonic to remember key interventions is fluid care, frequent vitals monitoring, level of consciousness assessment. For fluids administration, urine output monitoring, documentation of perfusion, correct underlying cause, assess oxygenation, reassess continuously. Special situations require additional vigilance. Elderly patients may not mount a strong tachycardic response, masking severity. Patients on beta blockers may have atypical vital sign changes. Burn patients present challenges due to fluid shifts into damaged tissues, while trauma patients or postoperative individuals may continue to lose blood internally, requiring rapid surgical interventions. Nurses must anticipate these scenarios and adjust monitoring frequency and intervention urgency accordingly. Pharmacological interventions complement nursing care. Isotonic crystalloids are the first choice, followed by blood transfusions for significant blood loss. Vasopressors may be required if hypotension persists despite fluids. Non-pharmacological measures such as elevating legs to improve venous return, maintaining patient warmth to prevent hypothermia, and using continuous hemodynamic monitoring are equally important. Every intervention should be evaluated continuously, with short-term evaluation focusing on stabilization of blood pressure, improvement in urine output, normalization of heart rate and respiratory rate, and improved mental status. Long-term evaluation ensures sustained tissue perfusion, recovery of organ function, and prevention of recurrence. In conclusion, the nursing care plan for hypovolemic shock provides a step-by-step roadmap to assess, intervene, and evaluate patients effectively, from initial assessment and nursing diagnosis to interventions, pharmacological support, and continuous evaluation. Mastering this NCP equips nurses and healthcare professionals to anticipate complications, act decisively, and provide holistic care, Understanding special situations. Remembering key mnemonics like fluid care and applying timely interventions can make the difference between life and death. Turning a critical scenario into a success story of recovery and patient safety.